You're just like, wow, this might be the GSL finals. I'm not sure. Oh, what? It was me?
God, that guy is
good.
Then. Welcome back to Ranked Roulette, the game show where we watch your sent-in replays, try to guess their ranks, and fail miserably. After the esports community of StarCraft 2 didn't perform too well this season, we brought in the campaign genius to show him how it's really done. It's, of course, Giant Grant Games.
Hello.
And on the other side, the man who to this day didn't play the campaign. It's Harstem.
Actually, that is not true. I did play the campaign. I never finished the Wings of Liberty campaign though. When I already was a pro gamer at this point, and I got stuck at the last mission. I lost twice, and then I thought to myself, this is too embarrassing for someone who does this as a living, and I never picked it up again.
That is amazing.
All the other content creators are going around playing Nightmare difficulty, and you're stuck on like hard mode.
That was brutal. It was brutal. Hello,
Sure.
Calm down.
Normal difficulty's real tough, man. I'll write you a guide.
Now, Grant, since the last time you were on this show, be honest, how many games have you played of real StarCraft?
Of real StarCraft?
And none of that campaign co-op crap.
I played a lot of mono battles, dude.
We'll count it, I guess. Well, it's close enough. This is a real build, by the way. Proxying a Stargate.
Oh, yeah. I mean, as long as you don't need to spend your minerals, but I guess that's for Zealots, and Zealots don't fly.
Exactly.
They are using Lift, which is incredible.
The campaign player's easily impressed.
I mean, you have to be like Diamond to be able to lift stuff with Phoenix, right?
Yeah. I'm not sure about that, Chief.
Oh my goodness. They're blinking stalkers too?
Yeah, they know how to play. Look at their macro as well. The minerals are low. My man has probes being pulled. Slow Zealots. As is because
their minerals are low, but they're banking up for the big High Templar Warpin.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and it's coming. God knows it's coming. 2 cannons as well for the blue Protoss player. That seems like kind of a wild move to do during your attack, but I guess it works out.
Well, you're scared of the counterattack, right? The Phoenixes are going to come in. That guy knows how to live.
The thing is that usually you'd expect the cannons to go down after the attack ends, or if you're winning with the attack, you just want to invest more in the attack. It's actually, in a way, it's kind of cool that he did 2 things at once.
Yeah, exactly. Unlike pro gamers, he's thinking ahead. He doesn't wait until the fight's over.
Yeah, I like that. Fleet Beacon? Do you think he's gonna get any Impulse Crystals or Carriers? Maybe neither? Now, I could be wrong here, Grant. But I think attacking the rock there wasn't a great move.
I think that Dustin Browder would be proud. And that's what matters.
Carrier still going ham as well. Lots of cash in the bank for a blue toss. I'd be surprised if red toss wins this. Very surprised.
I don't know. Have you seen carriers before? Like, even modern carriers are still carriers.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? I don't think the bank really matters either very much. You know, there used to be a time in which carriers in PvP were very meta at the high level because you had these maps where you got 3 free bases. So you tech up straight to carriers. And I recall I had one fight against a top Protoss player. I don't remember who it was, but at the start of the fight, my opponent was maxed out with 333 upgrades, Archon, Sentry, Stalker, and I had Carrier Disruptor. And I started the fight with 196 supply, and I ended the fight with 200. It felt so good. Nothing to do with this game, but I like that story. Let me think. This is a rough one, though, because it didn't necessarily feel like they were very bad. Like the macro and stuff was pretty okay, but then a lot of the moves to me didn't make a whole lot of sense.
Yeah, I would agree. They were trying to micro, but they weren't microing with like strategy behind it. They were just hitting the buttons in some ways.
Yeah, that's really what it felt like. It's also kind of weird to bank so heavily on the Zealot without having charge yet. It's kind of rare to see someone warping at like 15 Zealots before the charge really finishes. It's like usually you start once it's really close to being done.
Some people that aren't like major league gamers can forget charge, like it could have been a smart play. Like, we're not all as good as you. You're just looking down on them.
No, I'm not looking down on anyone. I have respect for everyone involved in the StarCraft 2 process, as long as it's esports focused. But I mean, like the guys that. It frustrates me when you see things that are difficult being done well and things that are a little bit easier being done incorrectly. And those games always confuse me because I really think their macro and even some of the micro moves really weren't that bad. But then like the basic strategies and understanding some of the other things, I just don't get it why that. Like that is so much easier to do. You just fix that once and it's good forever. Well, for your mechanics, you need to grind, you need to work. And they put in the work and then they forget the easy part. And that seems silly to me.
I'm gonna throw this out there, but you were talking about the great mechanics, and there was like a guy sitting at 120 supply, 4,000 minerals in the bank.
Well, yeah, but okay, not great. Good. It was okay, better than what I usually see on this show, and that's also important. I have a guess though, by the way. I'm just gonna put it in. We could talk about this all day, Grant, but I'm here for the guesses. I'm here to see that wheel spin, my friend.
Okay, I'm gonna send my guess in too. I'm so scared. I didn't get any time to prep for this, and that makes me really terrified. Not because I don't have the prep, but because if I do better this time than last time, it'll be very embarrassing.
It means that preparation makes you worse.
Yeah, it means that I'm that bad at preparing.
He's the worst preparation man in the world. Oh no. That'd be so sad. All right. Do you have your guess?
I sent it in.
All right. I went for Platinum 1.
I went Gold 2.
Ooh. I kind of like that. I started with Plat 2 and then I changed it to Platinum 1 just because I feel like if you know how to build carriers and how to kind of spend your money, I do believe you're allowed to get out of gold and probably into the high plats.
Oh, that is a really good point. Mirror matchups are just so tough to do, though, that I picked low.
Yeah. The nice thing, though, is that logic and good points don't really get you anything in ranked roulette. Just getting the correct answer. So let's see how close we actually are.
I'm so excited for the wheel. It's been a while.
We changed it. Look at it. What do you think?
Oh, look at this wheel.
What? What's up, baby? That's how we do it in esports. Hoppa.
Whoa. I feel like there needs to be a disclaimer about what server this is. These guys are definitely NA, weren't they?
Yeah, it says it at the start, man. There is a disclaimer. Hamster mentions it again. There's a disclaimer every single time. This is unbelievable. Yeah.
You know why? Because the watch with people thing brings up the more videos tab. Like, I can't X out of it. And, there we go. I didn't want to touch anything, but it covered up, like, what says Europe right now.
Yeah,
that was 100% my fault.
Yeah, there was
also, I'm American, so I'm illiterate.
Tate covering North America. That's very unfortunate.
Wait. Before we start this, last time that I was here, it was all mirror matchups. Why is it all mirror matchups again? What have you got against me in mirror matchups?
There's nothing there, but it's a well-known fact that mirror matchups are the hardest to get. And we know that you love a good challenge because we've all seen your YouTube. So we figured, a couple of mirror matches for giant grand games. That doesn't hurt.
What a specific thing to typecast me for.
The mirror match man.
I swear to God, I got these mirror matchups, and something in the back of my head was like, didn't he have mirror matchups last time?
Yeah, you should have listened to the back of your head.
Nice, there we go.
Oh yeah, this guy's good.
Yep, he's a professional.
Absolutely.
Look at it, stutter stepping.
Yeah, these guys are leagues different. Or at least they play Terran instead of Protoss.
Rallied the proxy lip to the wrong side. Follows it up with, what is that going to be? Proxy Banshee? Proxy Raven.
Raven would be very... I don't understand TVT, but Raven would be weird.
It would be weird, and that's why I like the thought of it. But it's going to start with the lip. Oh, look at this. New Cyclone, man. Needs the A move again, buddy. Doesn't work like that. Aye.
Wow, this is brutal. Did Liberator die?
I think it did to the 4 Marines in the main. But this is the
All
beauty
right,
of the
good build.
Liberators. You just shift click it, you shift Q it, and then it does its job or it doesn't. And you've done everything that's in your hands, except micro it, but you just kind of set it up and hope for the best. Pro Terrans do this as well. This could still technically be Spirit. Did he actually proxy Ravens? He has 3 Ravens.
Yeah, he proxied Ravens, of course.
That's so sick. I didn't even realize until now. I was like, wait a second.
Well, see, now that the Raven gets less energy when it pops out, if you have to drive it all the way back to your base, it has more energy when you get there. It's pretty good.
Yeah. That's really very cool. This is some nice
TVT is a mess.
Yeah, it's awful. It's absolutely this. You see unsiege tanks beating siege tanks? How does that make any sense? The thing is called a siege tank.
The Interference Matrix is this amazing spell.
Yeah.
I thought you saw that, man.
Look at this, though.
Yeah, these guys... and they're keeping their macro up during it, which is huge.
Yeah. You know what's funny is that this blue Terran only has 24 workers during this entire episode. Like, he's doing nothing behind it. He didn't build workers or something. This is absolutely a wild game.
Like, you played Wings of Liberty, right? The mule, dude.
Yeah, but the other guy also has mules, so it doesn't quite have the same impact then.
Wait a moment. You got me there.
It's like the Spider-Man thing. Wait a second. We both have those. That ain't good. This is not easy, but because it's such a higher level, I like when it excludes a lot of the leagues already. It makes me confident in my ability to not get more than 7 points.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Well, I'm going for the high score.
Going for the high.
I feel like at some point you should have a championship where you bring all the worst people in to have them do a playoffs. Everyone that got above 20 and see if they can get one person under 10 once.
The idiots of rank roulette. That could be like a Christmas special or something,
That would be beautiful.
Easter special. I'm feeling this. I feel like we should do specials in general. Specials are underrated on YouTube so far. We'll figure something like that out. I like the thought of that. All right. I actually have a very, very good guess here. So if you want, you're allowed to review.
Oh, I sent my guess in already.
Yeah, so reveal it. Go ahead.
Okay. My guess is Masters 1.
Very nice. I have the exact same thing. Masters 1 as well. I mean, this is such a clean one as well. Like, they're very good. Some things were still lacking a little bit, I think. Like, they take some of the micro, a little bit of the macro behind it, but their money spending was way too solid for it to be anything below Masters 3 in my mind. I don't think it was Grandmaster. So it's either Masters 2 or Masters 1.
I definitely agree with that. I don't think that anyone under Masters 1 could think of Proxy Raven. It's just too good.
Nah, actually, lower level players appreciate the Raven more for what it is, I think. Because they really think about, like, a lot of lower level players, they just count, Like, what can a unit do? So they see the Raven is like the freaking auto turret, the anti-armor, it has detection, and it has the interference matrix. That's like 4 different things, and it's only 2 supply. It's like, that's a very good unit for lower level players. It's the same that whenever a patch hits, all lower level players, all they do is they just count the buffs and the nerfs. They don't care about the impact of the buff and the nerfs. But they see like 10 different buffs for Protoss. Like, oh, this is a Protoss patch. Doesn't matter if it's like the speed of the sentry plus 0.1. Like, they'll be like, that's a huge, freaking huge. 10 buffs for TOS, 1 for Terran. Even if the battlecruiser gets twice the HP, these guys still will believe TOS is better. So...
I don't think that was just the low-level players. I think that was every YouTuber doing patch node analysis.
It's like a scoreboard in the back on a whiteboard. Another one for Zerk. No shot. All right, let's just spin the wheel. Nah, very fair.
Oh.
Fair. I mean, they were good. They were very good.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well deserved. You know what this could
mirrors.
be? This could be a TVT that I have played that I forgot about.
Really? So you're just like, wow, these guys are good. They're great. They're actually phenomenal. This could be me.
I bet actually... Red Terran is really attractive. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because sometimes I'm afraid that Hamster is going to put in one of my games. So when I think I recognize something, I just start hyping these guys up.
Yeah, absolutely. Makes perfect sense.
Just in case, it's like a backup plan.
You're just like, wow, this might be the GSL finals. I'm not sure. Oh, what? It was me?
God, that guy is good.
Then.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Tier. You can feel this immediately. My man defended this with a spine. It's not very standard, but a cool move anyway.
It's, he knows how to wall. That's pretty crazy. Though the tumor placement is a bit iffy for that spine.
Yeah. Ultra Cavern, 8 minutes into the game. I was like, how large is this step that we just took? And see the Ultra Cavern researching.
It's just dark. It's fine.
Infestor Ultra as a response to Muta seems kind of wild.
Well, have you ever had people, when you go like Sky Toss, make Ultras? It makes perfect sense. They own carriers, so they probably own Mutas too.
That doesn't make... Now that you mention it.
The bounce is so bad against them.
It's actually true. Because there's so little.
One lurker timing.
I love that there's a spore there as well. Just in case there was a lurker run by. He already had it against the Ultras as well. This Blue Zerg, by the way, has some wild ideas about countering. He went Ultra into what is it? Hydra Lurker, no range upgrade. By the way, just melee and carapace.
Yeah.
Now has +1 range.
I think he's going to win the game. I think that his counter is just next level.
I think he might be right. I love that there's a freaking 15 corrupt. What are these corruptors for? Like, has there even been a single air unit out of the Blue Zerg?
No, not at all. I mean, he could go around and kill every Overlord, but that would be a bit much. So it'd be rude, honestly.
It'd be very rude. There'd be plenty of bank, though, to replace them movies. That's not the issue.
That is true.
You know what I think is happening here? Is that our Red Zerg, he loves air units, right? He went Muta and then into Brute Lords, and he's just constantly afraid of his opponents figuring out that air units are truly the best thing in the game. So that's why he had the spore initially. That's why he built like 12 preemptive corruptors as well, because he knows how good air units are, and he's sure that other people also must know, right? Like, air is just the best. It flies. Like, how can that not be better than ground?
Yeah, he's spamming, capital ships at the end there. It's actually just Nathanius playing Zerg.
Just straight into Brood Lord.
Yeah,
Spores
they're fast now.
Honestly, I think this one is the hardest we've had so far, because the reason why I think this is so hard is because it felt like their mechanics and their ability to tech into things wasn't that bad. They had some nice stutter stepping, but these compositions, this almost feels like a setup, you know?
Yeah, it feels like, if you hit, I think it's like F11 or something, there's a list of all the units that counter the other units. They forgot to open that for 13 years. But man, if they ever find that button, they're going to do so well.
Yeah, truly. I'm just very confused. Like, this is once again one of these things where it's like, surely they must know that this is not the way to play. Like, do they not watch any professional StarCraft or just wonder what the real strategies are? In a way, this is the purest form of a strategy game, isn't it? It's two players with no outside information, apparently. Like, they're just living in isolation. The only experience they have is their ladder experience. And that's where they just figure stuff out, on the ladder. Bam.
That's the best part, dude.
It is beautiful. It is very beautiful.
It's like watching, people that live in caves and they're trying to figure out society on their own, and we're just, with a predator drone up there looking at them like, wow, they're so much happier than us because they don't have Facebook. That's basically what they're doing here. Well, I don't either, but you know what I mean.
If you want, we could go back to that. All right.
Are you inviting me to live in a cave with you?
I did just invite you to live in a cave with me. I think we'd have
that could be your next reality StarCraft show.
Dude, that'd be sick. I bet we'd perform very well overall. I bet we as a group, as a community, we'd perform well.
Cave gamers.
I'd invite like 10 people, but then soon into the reality part, we start splitting off in like little cliques. We have the part of the esports players, and then we have the co-op creators. So it's just you by yourself, and then me and my friends. Enjoy your time in the cave, Grant. And we get all the cool gadgets like the Predator drone. We can watch you while you sleep. It's gonna be great. Can't wait for it. All right, I actually have a guess as well, so let me just put it in.
Oh yeah, I forgot we're playing a game.
Yeah. Just hanging out with the lads.
Just listening to Harstem talk about how he wants to watch me sleep. Once again, $99.99 on Patreon, Harstem. You can get whatever you want, dude.
A straight webcam.
Oh, I've like forgotten the game at this point.
CVZ on Alcione.
Yeah.
Okay. You got your guess?
Yeah, I just threw in a guess.
Cool. Okay, I went for Diamond 2.
Did you?
Yeah?
Oh, one of us is going to be very disappointed. I said Gold 2 again.
Oh. I saw the Hydra man stutter stepping. Like, based on the strategies, I probably would have gone Gold as well. But based on the mechanics, I honestly wanted to go... Okay, maybe Diamond 2 is a bit much, actually.
Yeah, if this is Diamond, it's got to be like Australian server. They just figured out how to boot it up so they're the only 2 people on it.
Pretending to be Europeans.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, mate, I love pasta. Piss off. We know what you are. All right, let's just play it, see what it is. Oh,
yeah,
no.
I don't know what you were doing, dude.
No.
Wow.
Dude, I had such a sick run as well so far. I think I had 2 points total. I just freaking quadrupled my points or something. Oh my God, I'm an idiot.
I am so sorry. It's because you stopped thinking about the game and you started thinking about perving on me in a cave, dude.
Yeah.
You gotta keep focused.
With the invitation to cave.
You're supposed to be a pro gamer. You gotta be able to take the harass and be able to dish it out.
Dude, I was so close to having a good run. I can't believe I threw it in one massive guess. Oh my God, I have brain damage.
I mean, we make content for a 13-year-old game. We all have brain damage.
Surely there's going to be the most profitable avenue that we can take. I love it when sometimes you read like a Reddit comment and it says like, I can't believe X or Y content creators sold out with the thumbnails. I'm like, yeah, they're really selling out here in StarCraft 2.
Yup.
Freaking Pig having like a surprise face in the thumbnail. What a sellout.
Oh, man. Oh, wow. They're all milking the same content, man.
I would like to analyze something Harstem said. He said, these guys have never watched pro play, while knowing that it's a viewer of him. Which means he's not a pro player.
Learning from the best, Mr. ZVZ. Which one was the viewer?
The blue Zerg.
Okay, the one that didn't spam air all the time. He was smarter.
Yeah, he was
the ultra rush guy.
The ultra rush against Muta.
I think he's very smart, and I think that if he's not being treated well on this channel, maybe a little bit of Giant Grant Games would be pretty good for him right now.
freaking Isaac Newton of the next millennium, this guy is. Look, I understand, Grant, that compared to your average viewer, this guy seems like a genius. But when it comes to my viewers, this guy's pretty low, all right?
No, when you play against my viewers in mono battles, you're going to pay, bro.
Yeah, okay, do this. I can't take you out. Take these campaigners for a spin.
Maybe beat Brutal first before you talk, bud.
This is my next mission, and I'm gonna take that Brutal campaign real good. All right.
I'm just going to throw this out there. This is exactly what you did last time. 3 mirror matchups and then a TVZ. If this is a Reaper Rush, I swear.
What was last time?
It was Reaper Rush at the end against the Zerg player.
Oh.
It's just the same replay.
Let's see what happens.
There's no way. Oh my god, that's so good.
This is the greatest.
This is a minor Reaper Rush. I recall that Reaper Rush actually as well, now that you mention it. I popped in my head.
It was a good Reaper Rush.
It's a good Reaper Rush. Well,
it did better than this one.
Yeah, but this is a real build. This is like a 4-Rex follow-up, I think. This is what Beyond was playing a crap ton. 3 Reaper into 4-Rex all-ins. Like, this guy's stutter stepping his...
He's doing his little heart out. He's not macroing behind it, but that's fine for a Terran.
Yeah, I actually think that's okay. I mean, if you're this close to, you know, the...
Look at the production tab. Oh, there they go. It was literally empty.
I wonder what his follow-up is going to be. You think it's just more Marines?
I don't think he has that many options.
Yeah. Oh. What's the chance he targets?
Oh, that was a good flank.
I think
what are the chances? Were you saying that he was going to tank the or target fire the Banelings? Because there was like 50. There was like more Banelings than Marines.
Yeah, but he wasn't aware of that because he didn't have a screen on the bottom part. Like that flank looked better because he was so unaware of it. You know, it was like a horror movie where you don't have all info. But if you just move the screen down a bit, you could have seen it coming, maybe and pick up. Yeah. It's an interesting fight.
That is so many Banelings.
That is so many Banelings. There's some good mine shots as well, though. This guy's camera movements actually making me nauseous.
Yeah, it is kind of... It's like weirdly smooth, but then jerky instead of just the really fast that pro gamers do.
Yeah, it's like he had a couple... Like how a drunk person drives a car. That's how he moves the camera.
Never Terran while drunk. Everyone knows that. Oh, he's having a tough day.
I think he might... Nah, he's not going to win it, is he? These types of games, Terran sometimes wins. He's going to be up 2 upgrades. If he keeps his production alive and just kills everything here, that's a good move.
He had half the supply.
Yeah, I don't think it matters. He had an armory and mines that were still burrowed. You know what happened, probably? I'll hypothesize. That's a word. I'll hypothesize here that he killed the Hydra den and the spawning pool. Then at some point, the Zerg realizes he's about to die, runs back through the 5 mines that are still burrows, loses all of his links and Hydras, and then the Terran wins the game. I believe that's what happened.
You are the greatest StarCraft fanfic writer.
I will be very good at that.
Yeah, all the mines hit, and then everyone stood up and clapped.
And the bad
you know what? You know what happened? This is going to be another rank roulette where there were 3 mirror matchups into a TVZ with a Reaper Rush, where the loser is the one that submitted, because that also happened.
Oh,
Hamster.
Really?
This is we're doing Groundhog's Day.
Groundhog's Day. Do you recall the amount of points you had last time in ranked roulette?
Oh no, I have no idea.
Me neither. But I bet it's going to be the same as this one. I think the build order felt good. Is all I'm going to say. The build felt good. The rest,
I'd agree.
Not so much. All right, I send it in.
Oh, maybe I'm being rude. Hope not. Do you feel like a desire to maybe up people's skill a little bit because you don't want to be mean to them if they're viewers?
No, I have no desire. Oh. There's so much empathy. That's insane. Like, if they send in a replay to my channel, they know it's over for them. You know, you know what you're signing up for. You know.
Yeah, I can't do it. You know what? I got it perfectly. I didn't up his score at all. I have to say first, don't I?
Yeah.
I said Masters 3.
Oh, that's very decent. I went for Diamond 1. Yeah, that's fair.
So I did up his skill compared to what you thought it was.
Yeah, I thought you were going to go very low. I was kind of hoping you'd go for gold or something.
I was going to go Diamond 2, and then I was like, nah, let's just ratchet that up a little bit. Pat him on the back. Make him feel good about himself.
But it wasn't a bad game. Like
No,
I think,
not at all.
Yeah. I think this is a fair game. They played relatively well. The guy's jerky movement with the camera, it threw me off a little bit. But he microed back over mine. Maybe I'm even a little bit too low. Like in retrospect, now that I think about it a bit more, maybe Masters 3 would have been a better guess, but maybe not. Let's just figure it out and get this over with.
Oh no.
Hey, it's not that bad. You're off by 2. This is
Right,
this is
but
good
remember, I said that I wanted to go Diamond 2, then I wanted to be nice to the guy, and I screwed myself by doing that.
What did they say again? Giant Grand Games. Nice guys, finish last.
Yeah.
Here's what happens. It's the truth in Rank Roulette as well. We've never had a nice person in the finals yet to this date.
Isn't it always Loco?
Yeah. It's always Loco.
He somehow won this like 7 times in 3 seasons.
For the 3rd time this season, Loco wins. Yeah, you gotta pay your dues to the StarCraft 2 YouTube godfather, you know? you don't throw him a bone every now and again, he'll take out your channel, so keep him happy.
That's why I did the CTG co-op thing with him. Gotta make him happy.
Yeah, you got 3 mirror matchups. Loco got 4 of his own replays.
That's amazing.
He gets 2 wrong. All right.
I mean, to be fair, we did get you playing Terran today, so.
That's true. Take us out as our misery hamster. Tell us what the score is.
Okay, it's pretty much uncanny that we had the same matchups with the same strategy and the same winner, and you had the exact same points as last time, just 1 more in one guess at 13. Which is very sad, because if you had said Diamond 2, you would probably have made playoffs.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, that sucks.
Yeah. Right.
And Harstem with a decent performance on 11.
Nice. Woo. Honestly, if I hadn't done that one terrible guess, it would have been even better. That is how terrible guesses work. Well, I think that's it. Giant Grand Games, as always. Huge thanks for making time for us. Is there anyone you want to shout out?
Yes, actually. So, if you are interested in supporting StarCraft 2 in a little bit of an unconventional way, on January 15th or 16th if you're European, 7th Ace qualified for Awesome Games Done Quick, the speedrunning competition, and he's going to be playing StarCraft Brood War live in front of like 60,000 people. Make it more and support the scene there, because it's going to be absolutely amazing. Oh, and I'm doing commentary on the couch for him. I forgot about that. But it's him doing the run. He's the important one. Yeah, I'm going to be there.
Ah, that's super cool. And that's what did you say, 15th or 16th?
It is the 15th, but it's the 16th for most people because it starts at like 11:57 p.m.
Super cool. Man, that's so cool. I love that. All right. Well, so be sure to check that out, everyone. And yeah, once again, thanks for being here. Too bad that you got 13 points. You were so close to gold. But as always, nice guys finish last. And yeah, that's it. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks. I'm going to be an asshole next time.
Yeah, as you should.
Out of the Zerg player, just making stuff up as he goes along. This game is uber over. Holy crap. Mass BC though. Oh. Wat is die maat? Die maat er ook wel.